Hey guys.
What up, y'all?
We back. It's been a little minute since we've been sitting down right here.
We've been busy.
How y'all been? We miss y'all.
L&B gang. If y'all don't know,
What's in your cup?
cran orange.
Oh,
Thought I was gonna say a little bit of that oil one.
no.
I keep a little oil in there.
Whatever.
Nah, I don't even drink. I don't even drink like that. Just occasionally. Occasionally.
He's a social drinker.
Yeah, I am.
Well, I guess we both are.
We just need to honestly just cut it out altogether.
Yeah.
After that message we received from Bishop Walker, our bishop, friend, mentor.
Yep.
Yeah, man, stay healthy, y'all. As we promised, we are giving y'all our first Q&A today. And we had a lot of questions that we didn't answer, but we're just going to stick with like the top 5.
Yeah. We narrowed it down to a top 5, so yeah. I guess we can just get right to it.
Jump right into it.
All right. So I think we've already kind of answered this one, but just in case that it wasn't clear.
Yeah, we got new subscribers who
Yeah.
probably ain't really seen
our
all the
previous
videos.
Anyways,
Yeah.
question number 1 is, where are y'all from?
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and my wife is from Riverside, California. That's
Yay,
easy enough.
You got it right.
Oh my goodness. She from everywhere. LA, Puerto Rico, Vallejo.
Well, okay, because I moved throughout my childhood, but you've been here your whole life.
Yeah.
But I was born in Riverside. I lived there until I was about, I think, like 4.5, 5. And then I was raised in Fairfield, California.
Yeah.
I went to
And that's what I said on the video.
What?
And you said I was wrong. You were born in Riverside. I got it now.
Yeah. But my childhood and everything is pretty much Fairfield. That's everything that I remember.
It took me 5 years to know for sure, but I got it now.
Whatever. All right. Number 2. How old were y'all when you got married, and how did you know that you were ready to take the next step? So, we were, 28? Yeah, we were 28 when we got married. How did you know you were ready?
How did I know we were ready?
Yeah.
Well,
how did you know you were ready?
I knew I was ready. I wasn't necessarily ready when we first met, just because, I was going through a lot and my head was on differently at the time. So, yeah, I wouldn't say I was absolutely ready, but I knew that she was going to be my wife. I knew I was going to take those necessary steps to being ready for her. And yeah, I guess you never know when you're just absolutely ready. I feel like you have to, me personally, I feel like I had to go through like a process to get ready. Like all the dings and all the things that, just life.
Like
Jersey.
Personally or like within our relationship? Like you have to go
personally.
through stuff within our relationship or personally?
Well, yeah, relationship too, because I didn't live with you. You know what I'm saying? Like when we first met, like I didn't know how you were. I didn't know if you were dirty or clean. I didn't know if you left clothes on the floor, which you do.
Whatever.
I didn't know if you cooked. I just didn't know. But hey, I guess you passed the test because we're married now, but yeah, I feel like it's steps. You don't necessarily look at a person or been talking to a person for a minute and be like, yeah, I'm ready to get married.
Okay, so for me, I feel like before we met, I took all the necessary steps to make sure that I was ready for my next relationship. So when we met, and we had these conversations, like, I prayed for you. Like, you know, like, I asked God for you. Not you specifically, but it ended up being you. So I feel like I prepared myself to be ready for that, like, my next relationship, and felt like I just was just like, God, this next person you bring into my life, like, he better be the one, because I'm tired of going through this, like, you know what I'm saying, like, type thing. So, not saying that I was just, like, hella ready to be married, like, as soon as we met, but I was ready. I prepared myself to be ready to be in a relationship that was going to be
long term.
Yeah.
I got you.
But yeah.
28 and ready. So once Jersey was another big, like, reason why, like, I had to be ready. Like, I had to get myself absolutely ready for this. Like, being in a house, living with a woman that, I mean, of course she meant everything to me at that time, but it was like, yeah, like, we need to do the necessary things to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, buy our first home, get everything prepared for this baby girl, and that was just another step.
You needed to feed your ego to be that man.
Yeah.
That's okay to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's what every man is thinking in the back of their mind. Not necessarily like, oh, I need to feed my ego, but that's the reality of it. Like, men don't feel like men unless they have their own, or unless they're not bringing in, you know, the money, or they're not making the money that they want.
True.
So without that, they feel less than, and that's why it's important as us as women, being a girlfriend, a wife, fiance, whatever it is, if you're trying to get, you know, prepared to be a wife, like, that role being a girlfriend, a fiance, it's important to lift your man up.
Honey.
But yeah. So number 3, how do you guys deal with trolls?
I don't.
I mean, I don't either.
I mean, it's just like life. People gonna say what they want to say, and that's what they are. They're trolls. They don't mean nothing to me. I hope they don't mean nothing to you.
No.
They're just like,
I guess, like, we don't really deal with them because our foundation is so strong and our communication is so strong within our household and between each other. So it's kind of like nobody could ever say something to make me feel any different or to make me think any different than what we got going on, because it just wouldn't make any sense. I'm like, what? Okay.
Another thing was what Bishop said when we spoke to him, and he was just like, you can't let the outside world get in your box. Like, it's just a box, and you can take other people's opinions, like family members or outside world, people you trust, but that they're not in that box. You know what I'm saying? So I think we do a good job of keeping us in this box along with Jersey, and making sure that box is straight and everything is good, and everything else around that box. I'm not saying that we have a lot of things around it, but we do have people that we confide in and talk to on a regular basis. But we take their opinions, but we always make sure that our box is straight. You can say stuff, but you won't get in this box. So yeah, we don't deal with them. We just, like I said in the previous video, we just erase you, block you. Yep. We ain't got time for the hate.
All right, number 4. Yep. How do you deal with outside attention?
Whew. How do you deal with it? I'm sure you get a lot more of it than I do. Cause I seen it firsthand.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you do see it. Like,
I seen it last night at dinner.
No. The girl that kept walking up.
Yeah, and I wanted to say something, but I was like, really? Like, she kept walking by. And I heard her even at the other table. She was like, oh, that girl is fine. I don't know if I should say something or, I mean, just take it on the chin. But, hey, she gets it a lot more than I do, I think.
I mean, maybe. Like, I guess when we're, like, out shopping or something, or we're out somewhere, and you just kind of, like, chilling, like, kind of behind me or whatever, I guess you observe it, like, you see it more than I do.
Yeah, I like seeing it.
But...
I mean, who don't like seeing their wife or their significant other get attention? Like, I feel like it's a compliment.
Yeah.
It's a compliment to my taste.
To your taste.
Yeah. It's feeding my ego.
It's feeding your ego?
It's feeding my ego.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, to me personally, like, I guess as a woman, like, after you have, like, kids and stuff, like, to me, it's almost, like, still, like, reassuring. It's kind of like reassuring. Like, yeah, I get all the attention from you, but after, like I said, after you have kids and stuff, and then it's like, okay, now I'm gonna step out, try to be cute, whatever, with my friends. Like, I was telling you, like, when we all went out for my birthday, and, like, you stayed at the table, and then all, like, me and the girls, like, went to the bathroom. It was like, we were all, like, obviously all my friends are really good looking. And so, like, every guy on the dance floor, as we're trying to make our way to the bathroom, is, like, grabbing at us, like, waiting for somebody to be like, okay. But we just, all of us, we ain't going.
Has that ever worked? Like,
no,
a dude, like,
hasn't.
grab you, like, hey, shout it, like, hey.
No. Like, that's actually really annoying.
Guys,
like, for one, don't touch me. That's hella disrespectful.
Yeah, don't touch me. I honestly don't know when that has ever worked.
It's actually never
like, people,
worked. And I don't...
Like, guys always do it, though. It's like, hey, come here.
it's
grab it. And I'm like, dude, do you really expect the girl to respond?
Yeah, that's weak. Like one of those things where it's kind of like, oh, we just got to make eye contact, and it's got to be an attraction. That's kind of how things...
That's how I was.
That's what I'm saying. That's how things had happened for me. Or, like, if I had met somebody in the club, which, I mean, I barely ever really met anybody in the club. But I'm thinking back, maybe 2 people I've actually really talked to that I've met in the club in the past. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we had looked at each other and was like,
oh, yeah.
What's up? It was never like somebody like, oh, let me go holla at him, or he coming over to holla at me. That's kind of, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like that. It's just eye contact. It wasn't ever really grabbing and all that stuff, or actually hollering or spitting game. It was just kind of like you get that eye contact with that one person, and it's kind of like get that vibe. It's kind of
you was like.
I've definitely done that before, but like they'll do it to me. Like they'll look at me and be like, and I'll be like, you come here. And then they got him right there. They be like, oh dang, like I am gonna go out of here.
Oh my God, goodbye. Ugh. I tell him this all the time, y'all. If we would have met in like college or even prior to that,
yeah.
Heck no.
New Year's, new you.
Right.
Because I'm definitely not that same dude.
I'm like, he's like, yeah, you would have liked me. You would have liked me. I'm like, ugh, no, I wouldn't have. Like, I probably would have been so mad that he probably would have been the guy that I would have been so pissed that I liked, but he was just, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've
heard that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm glad we met at the time we met. Next question.
Last question was, what made y'all start a YouTube channel? Well, I think after like so many years, like we've had a pretty decent following on Instagram, and so a lot of people who've been following us for a long time just kind of, I don't know, I want to say have been loyal followers.
Yeah.
And
shout out to the loyal followers out there.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all, and y'all are mainly like the reason why we did it.
Yeah.
I say that and like the outside attention.
Well, yeah, the outside
like
attention.
The good
but
outside attention.
Yeah.
That come up to us and like, oh, y'all like a Instagram couple or a YouTube
Yeah.
couple. And
a
we're
lot of
like,
times, like,
"No,"
people
but-
like will ask us that. They'll be like, "Oh my God, are you guys like Insta famous or something?" Like I told you when we went out in Atlanta at BQE, like the guy that was taking pictures, he asked us that question, and we had just started our YouTube channel, and we were like, "No, we wouldn't say we're Insta famous or anything like that."
Yeah.
But you know, we have a pretty decent following.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Go follow.
Tell your friends.
Love Tease Marie and King LeBone. Let's boost that up, man, and let's get these subscribers up as well.
But also another reason why we just started it is just want to spread love.
I feel like we're in that middle crowd where we can relate to the younger crowd and the older crowd as well. And like I said, we go through things. We go out, we have fun, we party, we do everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, why not be on the L&B gang train? You know what I'm saying? It's just,
come ride this wave.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's the reason we started, just to throw some positivity out there, because the world lacks it. Like,
well, and also like on social media, like, you know, people put out what they want you to see, for one.
Right.
And so, you know, for us, we're just kind of like, we like to think of ourselves as just like real people. Like, we're not hella flashy. Yes, we like nice things. You know, we work hard and we like to travel, and, you know, we love our family and we love God first and foremost. And we want to be able to show people that you can love God and you can keep God in your world and still have everything else. You don't have to put other things to the side.
Give me some kiss on that, girl. You was preaching right there. Hey, I felt that in my heart. Y'all better feel that. If y'all didn't feel that, something wrong with you.
Oh my God.
And maybe you need to follow some of these other pages. Don't follow our page. If you didn't feel that, shoot.
It's not always about that.
Yeah, man.
So,
it's about love. It's about positivity. And to go back to my last point, the world is crazy. You never know what people are going through. You never know what's on people's agenda.
Right.
And it's a lot of hate out there. And not just being a hater, but it's really like literally a lot of hate. And you turn on the news, you turn on TV, you get a lot of negative stuff. When you come to our channel and click on our channel, we want it to be nothing but positive. You get what I'm saying? So,
and when people speak about us, you know, I pray and I hope that people speak nothing but positivity on our name. Because that's all that, you know, we want to be about, and that's all we're about.
Yeah, that's our vibes, man. So,
and vibes are everything. Vibes are everything.
If you get a negative
like,
vibe from somebody,
I'm to the point where I'm like, if there's a negative vibe, I'm removing myself.
What the world is going to see and the world is going to continue to get out of us is positivity, because that's the only thing that matters. Like, you can't live your life negative. When we have disagreements, we get over it. You get what I'm saying? We find a way to make a negative thing a positive. Yeah, that's how we look at it, man. You just take the negative in the world and make it a positive, and that's what we are about. LOVEnBONE, man.
Yay.
So that's our Q&A.
Yeah, that's all we got for y'all right now.
For right now.
It's our first Q&A. We will definitely do another one. So make sure you drop us a comment below. Like, subscribe, do whatever it is y'all do. Just make sure that you are spreading love. But we'll see you guys next time.
Deuces.